It's only been a couple of days since I did a reaction to Diana Ankudinova. I was catching up, and then what did she do? She premiered Winter Without Snow. And thank you, I want to give her a shout out because I have my notes here in front of me. Jeff Strom, the credits need to go to you for the English translation of the lyrics, so thank you, because I was able to write them down as the video was being played. So I didn't really get to absorb anything or look at it in a particular way, but at least I got, because of Jeff, thank you so much, your efforts to translate, and then it became what it's going to become, which is my interpretation of the lyrics. I am, because I was starting getting the lyrics, looking forward to watching this in its entirety now and absorbing what this is about. But some of the images I've seen is Diana crying. Diana, who made you cry? Come to Uncle CC. I've been reacting to you for over so many years now, and I love the comments from your fans, and they always leave me beautiful warm comments, I have to say. So to all of you in Russia that are following Diana, and to the rest of you around the world, thank you for always supporting my channel as well. Now, Winter Without Snow, I don't know what it's about. There was no research because it's only a couple of days. There was no quote from Diana or the fan club what it was about. So that leaves me to give you, and you know I'm going to smile, my interpretation. So I'm going to give you my interpretation of it, and I'm looking forward. Isn't it incredible? I've always got something to say about it, but isn't it incredible? Forget the talent shows. Forget what she's accumulated in the motherland. Forget everything else that Diana has represented from her birth right up. The one thing that stands out for me was there was that young girl in the shopping centre, not afraid of anybody, but determined to sing and make the world stand and go, whoa. I have been waiting for a moment in her career where I could say she now has cemented her place as a pop queen, in fact, a young one. Now we know we have Madonna, we have Cher, legendary, then more recent we have the Kylie Minogue of this world, the Britney Spears, then more recent we have Rosalia in Spain, and we have other artists around the world, all featured on my channel. So do like, subscribe, and come on board, because this video, I wanted to get the lyrics, so thank you Jeff, a third time, because I wanted to translate it for my worldwide audience, and that takes over 32 languages. They're not perfect translations, I hold my hands up, but they're the best that I can do, and I scrutinize my own English, then I translate them to make it much more perfect. But Diana, you've come back in a few days since my last reaction with Winter Without Snow. Straight away I'm formatting the format of this, and with the couple of images I've simulated in my head from what I've seen in my research, I have now put together kind of a premise to what the song could be about, but with Jeff's wonderful lyrics, which I'm looking forward, and you'll see me adjusting this just to make sure that the lyrics come up and everything looks great, because it's all live. Then we'll settle back, all the fans have seen this video numerous times, to my interpretation. But this is my first time watching it, so I'm very intrigued, because after my last reaction I thought, oh, she'll probably come out in a couple of months with another, but it was a couple of days. Diana. Hi, Diana, I'm going to write how much you owe me for all these reactions, but you are my top female singer of 2022, and it would be an injustice if I didn't keep up with what you're doing. But at least this comes with a video, and it seems very modern, so I'm super excited. Let's see, and come back to a super excited CC Euro pop music on my channel, featuring yet again Diana Ankudinova. Take it away.
За окном знакомый профиль, холодный взгляд, такой печальный и легкий поцелуй прощальный. Как глупо все и как нелепо. Зима пришла опять без снега и сводит по ночам с ума. Такая серая зима. Чужая жизнь нашей стала, и воздуха вокруг так мало. Ты рядом, но почти не дышишь. Как жаль, что жизнь не перепишешь. Как глупо все и как нелепо. Зима пришла опять без снега и сводит по ночам с ума. Такая серая зима. Все было сыграно фальшиво по предсказуемым мотивам. Пустые слова, избитые строки, сценарий плох, актеры плохи. Как глупо все и как нелепо. Зима пришла опять без снега и сводит по ночам с ума. Такая серая зима. Как глупо все и как нелепо. Зима пришла опять без снега и сводит по ночам с ума. Такая серая зима. Такая серая зима.
And there's Jeff Storm's name. I have to say, Diana, on many, many levels, I'm very, very pleased. Because again, as I said, I've been following you. I want to try and look for something, and I hope I can bring it up, Diana. If I can't, I'm looking. I can't. It's a pity. I wanted, oh, I have it. And I tell you why. I'm going to read out, because people don't get enough credit. The music was by Igor Marx. The lyrics were by Stanislav, and I'm sorry, Stanislav, I can't pronounce your name. I would do it an injustice and pronounce it wrong, and I would be very embarrassed. The arrangement and recording and mixing was by Mikhail Smirnov, and the director was Artem Datsky. Artem Datsky, all of you, Igor, Stan, everybody, Mikhail and Stanislav, I hope you get credit for that, because what you've done as a team is you've come together and you've made this young woman now up there with Christina Aguilera, with Britney Spears, with everybody else. And I'll tell you why. But she's got, with that kind of flexibility. We've seen her do war songs. We've seen her as a young child in the Mel wanting to be a success. Well, Diana, this is the direction I've been waiting for you to go. So that's why I've commended all the team around you, because you have matured so much. You've done wonderful covers of songs, very mature songs, even the recent one from the Polish singer, I can't think of a name at the moment, but it's on my channel. And you've done wonderful cover songs of other people's songs. But what I've always wanted to see from you is just that mature Diana that I always say, because you must be mature to handle the songs that you've done, to be able to vocalize them, arrange them in your head and perform them. So with me, excuse me for a minute. Oh, this bright sunlight coming in, it's reflecting everywhere. Sorry. So you have suddenly, in my eyes, grown up and started this kind of journey in this video that I've wished for you for a very, very long time. Winter Without Snow is very symbolic of black, white, and there's the middle. Some people say, you know, yin, yang, and the middle being, it's not bad, it's not good, it's this, it's the same. When it comes to emotions, when it comes to situations, when it comes to love of the heart. Now, I wrote down a note because Diana, during the video, was sitting on the bed and the word came up. And I noticed that word. And then when she was walking into the building, it was a Russian word and it means casting. Cast or casting. I think it's casting. And I just wanted to point that out, and I'll point it out again in my lyrics. Because that's important. Because it is, when you think of the song straight away, you think, what's it about? It's about Diana in a surreal situation where she's met somebody, she's developed feelings. In a place of work, she met this person to turn out as an aspiring actress to meet him in the place that gives the scripts, auditions, and chooses the people. And as she's being chosen, and as she's reading the lines are false to her. They're not real. So it's a sense of the surreal feelings versus reality. That's what this is about. And it's about, we all cast ourselves, don't we? Think about it, in a role of somebody that's in love and wants and desires, and we all put those emotions onto somebody, and hope and wish and oh. And like Diana in the video, she suddenly wakes up. So she's wanting and wishing and going through those motions while she's an actress reading the lines that aren't real to her. So what are the lines? I shall read them now because I'm not going to mention Jeff again, even though it's down there. And I deliberately paused it there to give that man credit, because without you, Jeff, I wouldn't be able to have done this today. I'm sure nobody else has reacted and done that, but I do. I give credit where it's due. Now, it starts, a frigid home and strong dark coffee outside the pane, familiar profile, a cold regard, so very sad. I've always said the one thing that Diana is attracted to is mature lyrics, poetic lyrics, lyrics that make you, that have different layers and make you think, and you think, what? It's symmetry in motion. In other words, everybody, there's a lot of images straight away in the first verse that tells you there's Diana doing what we all do. Today I have my healthy glass of water because it's an extremely dry and bright day and it's very dry in the air. And I always have my coffee. Many of you have seen reactions where I drink my coffee during the video because I'm thinking of the words and the music. And she's sitting there with dark coffee, and dark is symbolic. It's rich, it's textured, it stimulates, it makes you awake, but also it's symbolic of a person sitting, drinking their coffee, to wake them up first thing from a sleep, from a dream. And we've seen Diana, in the video, and she suddenly woke up. So it's almost like these lyrics are telling the story now that she's woken of her day and what she's going through. So the coffee is a strong statement of first thing in the morning. And when she talks about familiar profile, she starts a day with a coffee like normal people, like breakfast, and she's away. And today it's casting day for Diana. So she's away to fulfill a dream that she's dreamt about for a long time. And anyway, Diana, in the future, I'm going to say this, you will be an incredible actress. because even when I seen the video there, I thought, oh, somebody made my Diana cry, because I'm very protective of this particular artist. But anyway, it says a cold regard, so very sad. A cold regard is when you are almost, when it comes to life, when it comes to a situation, when it comes to love, that you almost take for granted every day when you're living and breathing. And it's, your life is boring, it's always the same, and it's just another day. A cold regard to your current situation. So therefore it goes into a final like kiss farewell. In other words, sweet dreams till tonight. Today is a reality. And then it says it's also stupid and absurd. The winters come without snow, and such a dismal grey winter can drive you crazy in the night. That is symbolic of a person that looks as the snow is white and she can see everything around her. When she opens a window, day or night, there's 24 vision of what's out there around her. Even though it's snow and it's cold, she's inside the building warm, but she can see everything. And that's a reflection of, she can see the situation she's gotten herself into, which in other words, that there she is at work. She's noticed the guy, she's wondering who he is, and will it develop? She's had a strong coffee, she's woken up, and it's all about what's going to happen next. And then it says, another life, now it's ours, and there is not much around us. You are near, but barely breathing. So she's still reflecting about the chance meeting in the coffee shop. A shame that life cannot be rewritten. In other words, she wants to be swept off her feet and taken away to a mystical land. But I know Diana loves the motherland, so it wouldn't be too far, or another place within the motherland, and to be taken away in romantic and wistful thinking, not wish, wist, W-I-T-S-T-F-U-L, wistful thinking. But she always goes back to it in the lyrics. It's also stupid and absurd. But I ask you the question, why is it so stupid and absurd, Diana? Because if you have, I always say, if you think positively, if you think about something long enough, karma will come round and come to you and hit you and go, woo, now here's your opportunity. But does the opportunity arise in this situation? She says, in such a dismal grey winter can drive you crazy at night. That's because the thought process is making her feel like that. She's feeling, God, my life is so boring. What can I do? It's always the same scenario. I'm always on my own doing the same thing. But she continues, all the parts were played, but they were false. And you've seen that in the video as she touches the actor's face. Those lines didn't reflect her feelings, because when she went for the casting, saw the guy she met in the coffee shop, exchanged the looks, there was that ray of hope. And so she's there, and the lines that she has to do for her part isn't what she wants to speak to him. As she touches him, she wants to say what she feels. It's a moment of surrealness in a way. And as I said, reality versus a surreal situation, which isn't real. Because she would love to read off the script, I love just touching you. My heart is with you. And so when she's asleep and he comes behind her when she's playing the piano, she's thinking sweet music, sweet thoughts. He comes behind in a surprise element to lift her up, turn her around. And she just, in it like you do in a dream, slowly is mesmerized by the moment. But she said winter comes, yes. And so she talks about the reasons were so clear, only empty words, hacked lines. So again, it's reference to, it's really what she's reading, not reflecting what she'd like to say. The script is bad, the actors are bad, because the actors are bad. Because if it was real, she would be portraying her real feelings. It's showing her face, it's showing in the words, it's showing the emotion. And you know, if somebody was watching her speak how she feels about this guy that she met in the coffee shop that captured her imagination, that she's had sweet dreams about, they would have applauded her and said, she's the greatest actress in the world. Look at how she expresses herself. But she can't. She's doing a part. She's playing a part. She has to keep it to the lines, to that situation that isn't real, that doesn't say what's inside. It's a very real life situation for many people. We mightn't have scripts, but a lot of people have been in Diana's shoes. So she said, you know, it's all stupid and absurd. The winter's come without the snow, and such a dismal grey winter can drive you crazy in the night. Your thought process does drive you crazy in the night. It is, you know, if it's a grey winter and there's no snow, the building's grey, you can't see anything. And it's like life. You can't see, you want to see what could happen, what may happen. But as we see, Diana discovers he has a love. It's all been in her head. Her sweet dreams of him holding her while she's playing the piano was all like the actor's lines, meaningless, fruitless, empty and false. And then she says it's also stupid and absurd, so she repeats it, the winter and the night. And basically, that is what the song is about. It's the essence about reality versus a surreal situation that happens between two people, and they end up seeing each other and then working together and then developing a working relationship, but she wants it to go to the next stage, but it can't, because he has somebody, and that situation will either make her a good actress or a bad actress, because, and in this case it's made Diana a good actress but with a broken heart. The reality was, if I could make the lines, rewrite them, this is the way it would be, and she's realized she can't. She has to continue her life, drink her strong coffees, have long thoughts, and move on. And that's the hardest thing to do, is to move on when the heart is saying something different. I wish you all well if you're in a similar situation. Winter Without Snow, Diana Ankudinova, incredible. It's your next pop step up with the band behind you, all of it, the mature look. I loved it, loved it, loved it. That's my reaction, everybody. It's a long one, but take care for now. Bye bye.